Susan Giannantonio, and welcome to my studio. Today I'm kind of in a rush because I have a lot to do. My husband and I are going out of town, and we're joining our kids and grandkids for a week away in Boston. And so I don't have time to paint for you today, or with you, I should say. But here's what I'm going to do. I need to post on my website some of my new paintings. I have several new paintings that are all finished and varnished and titled and ready to go. And I want to just show you quickly how I post one of those on my website and share it to social media. It's a workflow that I use that goes pretty quickly. I think you'll see how easy it is to put a painting online and put it available for sale and share that information with friends that might be interested, who might be interested, I should say. Anyway, this is not a painting video, so for those of you who have no interest in learning a little bit about marketing, I'll see you hopefully next week with some paintings. But I wanted to mention, just briefly before I get started with posting a painting on my website, I want to mention that the life of an artist is not only about putting paint on paper or canvas. I am always involved in some piece of art making, art promoting, art viewing. I love to go to galleries or museums. I hope to do that next week up in Boston. But the life of an artist is living a life as an artist. It's including a lot of things, including downtime. I see a lot of people really moan and agonize over the fact that they're not painting and they don't feel like painting. And sometimes we just don't feel like painting. But I've lived long enough to know that often when we take a break from painting to do technical stuff, or just take a break completely from anything that feels first-hand art related, it's still a valuable thing that we're doing for our art practice, because the downtime, like sleeping at night, for instance, recharging our energy for the daytime, our downtime away from painting and the paintbrush is good for us. So when I feel like not painting, I feel okay with that, because I know that one of those next days or weeks, I'm going to just love getting back to the studio and throwing paint around. That's just a bit of advice. So stay tuned here. I'm going to show you my process for posting a painting on the website and sharing it with people who might be interested. First, before I show you my website, I want to show you the back of my painting, where I explained that I have varnished it. I have put the title on the back and my name on the back. This way I know that this piece is finished. And now I want to show you watermediagallery.com. It's a gallery for artists that I created a few years ago so that people could post their artwork on the gallery and have their own gallery store. But I want to show you, it's kind of an aggregate gallery where a number of friends and acquaintances put their art on here, and they receive 100% of the price of their artwork. I charge a very minimum membership fee to do this. I will post the information in the comments below, but I just wanted you to see the front end of what our customers see when they log on here. Now I'm going to take you to my own dashboard, because as an artist, this is what my part of the website looks like. It has a whole list of all of my paintings that I have put on here. My artists have their own area where they put their artwork into their own galleries, and then everything gets combined on that home page that I showed you a minute ago. Every time you go to that home page, by the way, and you refresh the page, the artwork sorts in a new and different way so that nobody's artwork all goes up to the top. The newest paintings don't get featured here at the top. It gives all of our artists an equal opportunity to have their work seen right from the very beginning as people start to look around the website. So going back to my dashboard, this is my dashboard and it has a whole list of my paintings on here, and I want to show you the simple way that I can add this new painting that I want to add today. So I'm going to go up here to the right top and I'm going to add a new product. I'm wiggling my cursor around so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm adding a new product. I'm clicking there. And here is the window where I can add a new painting. So my painting is called Inside the Quagmire. So I'm going to type that in here. And I'm going to go down here. In this particular case, it is an original on canvas. So I'm going to click that and click that done. So that appeared original on canvas. Now I can't remember just how much I'm charging for this size painting. So I'm going to go back and take a look at another one of my paintings that's that size, so I see exactly what the price is, how I described it. So I'm going to hold this open and come back and forth so that I can see exactly how I did that the last time. I don't have to invent the wheel this time because this painting is the same size, the same weight, essentially a very similar description. You'll see what I mean. So I used abstract, Houston Art Tribe, and mixed media as my adjectives or tags. So I'm going to do the same here. Abstract, Houston Art Tribe, and mixed media there. Oh, how much did I charge for this previous painting? Okay, $465. This is the same price because it's the same size. I like to keep my prices fairly consistent. And I want to show you that I have on my computer some images here. Inside the Quagmire are the painting in situ. So I'm going to open those. You'll see what I mean. I created some images with my painting in rooms, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So I'm going to select this painting, skip the crop, and I'm going to add those other images. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want this one. I have that one already. Okay, so these 5 are this painting in rooms. I'll talk about that when we actually look at this whole thing when it's uploaded. But for now, I want to go down here and I want to put a description in this area. And I'm going to go to my previous description for this painting. I'm going to copy that, paste it in here, and then I'm going to change the title to Inside the Quagmire. It's the same size as my previous painting, the same media. And down here, I'm going to put pretty much the same text, copying that, pasting it in here in my longer description. I'll change Inside the Quagmire was created using a fun way to develop a non-objective painting. It involves using a variety of prompts, which, when applied, creates a puzzle that elicits a response. Every mark or paint application affects or changes the whole painting and calls for a response to it. And that describes these two paintings as well as my other paintings that I have just finished and varnished. So I'll probably be stealing that information. Here's something that's extremely important: inventory. I want to enable my inventory and put one item in stock. This is important because when there's one item and somebody buys it, it will then show that it's out of stock or sold. And that's really important for a work of art. We have actually had people forget to put one quantity in their store for a work of art, and actually had two people buy the same painting, and that artist had to scramble around, contact the second buyer, and do a commissioned painting. The buyer was very gracious about it, but nonetheless, it was a lesson learned. I'm going down here. The next thing we need to do is put the weight, length, here, weight, length, width, and height. So I'm going to tell you a secret here. The weight, I did weigh this, and the painting weighed a couple of pounds. I'm adding a couple of pounds to this. I'm adding some length, height, and width dimensions, just a few inches, because I want lots of extra latitude when it comes to packaging my artwork. I will use a box that I have stashed away and saved, or maybe I'll go to the UPS or another place and get a box, and I don't know just exactly what size box that's going to be. So my computer is going to figure out what the postage is for putting these parameters in, and I want to make sure that the postage that my customer is charged is adequate to ship this painting. So I come back here and I want to make sure that I have the same parameters for shipping. So I want my postage covered by the customer. So 5, 30, 24, and 4. 5 pounds, 30 inches, 24 inches, and 4 inches. So that will give me plenty of room if I go to UPS or somewhere and buy a box, or if I use a box that I've saved, maybe it'll be quite a bit bigger than the painting itself. And I do want to add, I think the painting was 2 pounds and something. So I'm putting 5 pounds here because I just want to make sure that that my postage is covered by the customer. Okay, so I just want to scroll up and make sure that stock quantity remains at 1, and I want to come down here and save my work. It's an extremely important step. You always want to save what you're doing. If you don't, all of those changes will not show up in the end. So here it is inside the quagmire. This is pretty much all the information that I need to plug in here. A lot of these fields are not important. I've showed you the most important fields that you need to put in here, and I'm going to view the product now. And here we are. Here is my Inside the Quagmire painting. The website is showing it as a slide presentation. Now, I just want to add, now that you can see how nice these look, these in situ photographs, that is to say, the painting in the rooms, were gained by using the application on my phone called Smartist, SMARTIST, Smartist. And it has a number of free rooms that you can try the trial version of the app. So I suggest you give it a try. I subscribe to it. It's not very much per year, and I use this a lot. You can see why. It really gives my customers an opportunity to see what the painting looks like in a variety of settings. So I'm going to leave this tab open on my computer and close some of these, but I'm going to go to Facebook now, and I'm going to put a post on here, and my post is going to be a picture of the painting. And, you know, I think I'm going to put the other pictures of the painting, the ones in the rooms, because people really do like to see the paintings in the rooms. Okay, so up here, I'm going to say, here's my new painting inside the quagmire. Available, check comments for link. Okay, so I'm going to click next, and I'm going to post this, and there it is. Now I want to get a comment in there. I want to go back to my page where this painting is posted as a new painting. I want to get the URL, and I want to post it right here into the comments so that people can see what the price is, maybe buy it. Recently I posted 4 little paintings, and they sold within a few minutes of posting them. So this is really all I wanted to show you today, how easy it is to post your work and make it very appealing by putting it into some rooms so that potential customers know what it looks like in a room. And if they click on this link down here in comments, they can see it. It takes you right to the website where they can purchase it. Now, I'm looking at this as the artist, so there is no buy button here, but a customer would see a place in your cart button similar to Amazon or Etsy or eBay or whatever. So they could put this painting in their cart and buy it, and they would choose which postage they would want to post it. And if you sell your work here, you would be notified immediately by email that the painting has sold. So it's as easy as that. I will add, going back here to Facebook, the reason I don't put the link to the website up here in the body of my post is because when you post something, you want to make sure that a link is put down in comments. Facebook does not like anybody to send the viewer away from Facebook. So if you put a link in the body of your post right up here at the top, Facebook will bury that post and your friends and followers will not even see it. That's just a word to the wise.